Hello everyone and welcome to my final preparation shield for the Arena Open. So Arena Open will be happening on the coming weekend, and the day one event will be Shield Deck event, and I will be playing the best of 3 shield in there, and I will be practicing the best of 3 aka traditional shield event right now. So let's first check the card pool like usual, and then I will go through the card pool quite quickly maybe, and then I will pause the recording while I figure out the decks, and then I will resume the recording and explain the deck or decks I'm planning to use in the event. Now here, Blade of the Oni is quite interesting. Also mythic rare, 2 mana, 3/1 menace, good stat wise of course, and then quite nice reconfigure option to make any creature into a huge menace menace beater. So I would be happy to play black. Greasefang, if you have a number of vehicles, will be of course very good, and just a 3 mana 4/3 is stat wise okay, but nothing too amazing, but it's still definitely good. Now Goro Goro is also very good. Opponent basically has to deal with this. It's fairly easy to have at least a few modified creatures, so 5 mana dragon tokens sound very amazing. Even if you have to attack with a creature that is about to die, if you get a 5/5 dragon token, it doesn't even matter. Mirror box unplayable. March of the Reckless Joy, it's a playable red card. I would assume to play this if I'm in red, but it's not really a reason to, force red. Goro Goro is a little bit of a reason to, try to see if red is going to have a functional. The other cards will make a functional deck. Brilliant Restoration, if I get the mana fixing for this and enough artifacts and enchantments, very interesting card to run, but also probably a card you would be easier to, you will have easier time to build around it in draft, not in sealed. So I don't expect to be playing this. So based on this, I just hope to be black-red, but let's see the actual cards now. Here, so white. I won't be commenting every card. I just have some general comments about the cards. So here I'll do like the Selfless Samurai companion and Kitsune here. Don't like to lose 3 common slots on this light away. It's like a playable one of usually, but decent early drops here. Here, well, that's it for white, I suppose. A 3 mana card, then a 5 mana card, and the restoration. It's very hard to see. I mean, this is only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's less than 10 playable white cards. So probably won't be played. Network Disruptor is okay from blue. Here, well, decent cards, nothing amazing. Here, again, playable cards, and I think, okay, look at this. Well, the Behold the Unspeakable is actually very good. Replication Specialist has a chance also to be quite good. But the thing about blue is that there's a lot of blue cards. I might have to play blue just because it will, actually make me able to have a deck that has a reasonable, number of playables. But I guess the card quality is kind of okay. Of course, the Great Uncommon, the Behold the Unspeakable is there. There's a removal spell. Specialist is fine. There's the Acquisition Octopus. I like the 2 mana cards, Modern Age, Moon Circuit Hacker. Some card draw. Counterspell can be interesting in limited. I don't mind the blue if I end up playing it. Also, it has some late game. The crab is quite nice because you can just use it as a counterspell, and of course, and remember this thing also works on abilities, which will be relevant. Also will be of course just a pretty nice 7-drop if you get a lot of lands on the battlefield. Yeah, so black has You Are Already Dead, fine. Then there's the Blade of the Oni, which is really interesting. I like some of these 2 mana cards. The Virus Beetle, Prowler is probably okay. Silencer can be good, a little bit a high variance card. Sometimes it's just a 2 mana 2/1, which is of course bad, but sometimes you get to actually kill something relevant. Exploit is, okay, removal spell. Double Gravelighter, that's a really good card. There's also an Assassin's Ink here. That's a really good removal spell. Kami of Terrible Secrets, well, if you have, I would say like at least 5 of both, and ideally like 7 of both of these card types, then it's good, but it's harder to do in sealed than in draft. Triple Twisted Embrace, Mukotsa Ambusher. And okay, so black has not only the great mythic rare 2-drop, also, a lot of playables and also some nice creatures here. Grave Lighter, I like the Virus Beetle, especially with ninjas. Assassin's Ink, Triple Twisted Embrace. Uh, I would be surprised if I don't end up having black as my second main color. This black seems actually quite amazing here. Here, okay, 3 Crackling Emergencies, really bad. Goro Goro, I saw that. Very nice. Kami's Flare, nice. Okay, well, triple Peerless Samurai, and that's pretty much it. So I don't think the Goro Goro and 1 Kami's Flare is enough to play red. And the Goro Goro is not exactly splashable because the good ability is double caster. So, well, it's not a caster, but double red mana activation is just making this card totally unsplashable. So I don't expect to be playing red here. Then Commune with Spirits from green is okay. Playable stuff here, nothing to write home about. But double Boseiju reaches Skyward. That's interesting because it's a really good card. It is a really good card for sure. But other than that, the green isn't really that plentiful, and there's not a lot of cards I'm very happy to play. So I don't think the Boseiju reaches Skyward is that big of a reason to play green. Now let's see the golden cards. I haven't seen the uncommons yet. Silver Fur Master, based on the cards I saw, I think blue black is very good candidate to be the main colors in the deck. And I don't even need to necessarily splash anything. Silver Fur Master will of course suit that deck very well. And then we have the Boseiju reaches Skyward isn't exactly splashable because you need multiple Basic Forests in the deck, so it's not something I would be splashing even if I have the Jungle Hollow here. So, well, there's a 1 golden card I'm interested in. Lands don't help me. Ninja's Kunai is fine, but don't know if I need it if I play black. Black had so much removal already. Decoys, well, random cards here. That's it. So, yeah, none of this is too exciting, but I think the black card specifically and combined maybe with the blue because it was quite plentiful. It seems that most likely the deck will be black-blue, but I will pause the recording now and you will see next what I came up with. Okay, it's pretty easily going to be blue-black, and there's a ton of playables. I can't play all the cards that you would, consider playing in the deck normally. So my main deck, because this is a best of 3 event, you could even play, multiple decks, but there's no way I'm gonna ever deviate from the blue-black deck. But I will have a nice sideboarding options. I want to have the, most consistent main deck that's not having cards that are, very situational. So you will see how I build the deck now. So I will start with the blue cards. I should just, do it like this. Don't need things like Arm Guard Familiar here. Spell Pierce and Disruption Protocol cards that you could sideboard in Mnemonic Sphere. Nice card draw spell. But just not relevant here. I'll take this Moon Circuit Jacker, the Modern Age, the Octopus. I have enough flyers to make this actually quite interesting. Specialist. I don't even need the Tamiya's completion. I do like the black 4 mana removal more. And then I won't be playing the Trespassers or the Mirror Shell crap in the main deck either. I will be trying to focus on quick ninja action. That's the plan here. That's why I will be playing the You Are Already Dead, because I assume the opponent will be blocking my guys quite a lot. So this should be easy to cash in. I'll play the ninjas here. I won't even play the lethal exploit. I don't have that many ways to have modified creatures, and sometimes the -2/-2 for 2 mana isn't exactly what you want to have. It's a nice sideboard card though against decks that have a lot of 2 toughness creatures. I do like the return to action. I have multiple things that can benefit from it, so I'll do it. Virus Beetle is always good 2-drop. Double Grave Lighter, great. And then of course all the removal. I could even play the Kami of Terrible Secrets. The final deck will have a reasonable number of enchantments and artifacts, but it's just totally unnecessary for my deck's game plan. The Kami of Restless Shadows could also be played, but it's just a 5 mana 3/3. Yeah, it can net you a card in this deck, quite often will, but I have to cut something, so I will just ignore it in the main deck. and side it in some more grindy matchups perhaps. Silver Master will be great. And that is now, oh, I forgot the pretty important thing, the Blade of the Oni, of course. Should be played. It's one of the better cards in the deck. Now, that's the deck. No artifacts will be played, like Ninja's Kunai, okay. Could be sideboarded in against decks that have 3 toughness creatures, especially if they cost like 3 or 4 mana. And, well, there's not much anything else here. No reason to splash any colors here. So as you can see, there are quite good cards here. I could play the Mirror Cell Crab, the Trespassers, Completion, Mnemonic Sphere, some of the counter spells. Planetary Incision is also good, but I like the return to action like slightly more. They are very similar in effect. They, trigger ETBs such as Gravelighter, but I like the fact this gives lifelink, and also the +1/+0 can actually help you trade in situations where the Planetary Incision doesn't allow you to trade. And definitely no reason to play 16 lands. This deck has quite powerful cards here, and I don't want to have bad games due to mana problems. I have ways to, if I'm flooding out, I have the Behold the Unspeakable, I have a Replication Specialist, and a number of artifacts. It is 7. Then I have the Modern Age, which can loot lands away. This thing can draw me cards. There's just no reason for me to play 16 lands here, especially because I do have quite a few of these 4 mana cards, although ideally the Ambusher and the Specialist will be played with Ninjutsu instead. So there's no land that can fix my mana in any way, which means I'm gonna playing 9-8. I have more black cards, and of course a lot of these black double casters. Only one blue double caster here, so that's rather easily going to still be 9-8. I could consider 10-7, but I also want to play my few blue early game cards when I happen to draw them. So I can't justify playing 10-7 for swamps, especially because if one of my blue cards is the Modern Age, this will help me find more swamps for my double caster spells. So that's how it goes for the lands. Let's just put some sweet Neon Dynasty lands here. That's very beautiful. So 8 of these, and then 8 of. But these are both very cool. Let's take the swamp. Well, both are swamps, but maybe this looks a little bit more like a swamp. Right. So this is the main deck, and there will be, like I said, a bunch of sideboarding options available. I could see sideboarding in maybe even additional removal, especially because this does work on artifacts and, well, also planeswalkers, but mostly artifacts. If there are some annoying artifacts I need to deal with. The crap, if the game seems like it goes late, also counter spells, card draw, Depth of the Kami could be sideboarded in. Yeah, there's a lot of options, but this will be the main deck. I think this is the most consistent main deck against, a wide variety of decks, and then I can tune it based on what the opponent has in their deck. Well, how about the classic classic starting hand with all the wrong lands? Alright, mulligan. And this is something a lot better. Also, I wouldn't want to lose any of these cards. Now, it would be risky to lose a land here, but I don't know if I can. Because I do have 2 of these 3-drops in here. Man, this is tough. I might even actually choose to take away the Twisted Embrace. This hopefully draws me some cards with the flyer, so I have more of these removal in my deck. This is really horrible thing to lose, but I also don't have another swamp here yet, so I definitely will play it with the 2-drop. The problem is if I put a land away, that can just be a game over if I don't draw the 3rd land. I don't want to take such a risk here. I think the deck is powerful enough that I can lose the 1 removal spell there. And of course I drew a land. Well, at least it wasn't a swamp, because if it was a swamp I would have been even sadder about losing out on the Twisted Embrace. Okay, more lands. That's fine though. Let's play the Octopus, no reason to play the Gravelighter and sacrifice a creature while the opponent doesn't get any such punishment. Now let's see if the opponent has removal, because if they don't, I'll just play the Gravelighter. Let's say they play a blocker, I'll just play the Gravelighter, sacrifice the Prowler and then draw a card. Yep, that is exactly what is about to happen here, but look at this, I drew all lands. I wish I was a clairvoyant or something like that and realized that there's no reason to put that thing on the bottom of the deck, but this is all fine. I get value already here from the Octopus. And then I have this, assuming they don't have a, removal. Oh, come on. This is actually 4 lands. Yes, this is 4 lands out of 4 draw steps. After binning the, well, I didn't bin this, but you get the point. Now, if they do have a removal here on either of these things, I will be in bad shape. If they don't have, and they don't have a reach blocker or a flying blocker, I still like my chances because I can start drawing cards. So now do they have a 2 mana interaction? And they don't. How about 1 mana interaction? Doesn't seem to be the case. I don't even need to actually reconfigure right now. Let's see what I draw as my additional draw here. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I should not save this for any purpose. Because of the Assassin's Ink. If they have a thing to block here, yeah, I should do this. And I think I'll leave mana up for this. I could reconfigure this for 2 mana. But then I don't have mana up for this and I might need to use it on their turn. They do have 6 mana now. Twisted Embrace on there. So they will kill the Octopus. So the one way to... Yeah, that was kind of awkward because I could have saved from creature removal. The Octopus from creature removal I didn't really expect. Yeah, maybe I was a fool there, but... I mean, that's still 3 power of flyers and I have a couple of removal spells. But if they have more removal, that's gonna be problematic. If they don't... Well, I'm winning the race currently. No spells whatsoever. Okay, yeah, that's all the lands I need. So yeah, if they have removal, of course. I guess if it's a Master's Rebuke, I can use the ink here in response. It seems like it's a rebuke. Yep. So let's try it. Well, that was sweet. Whatever. Not really sure if I should play it. There's one card in the format that says discard 2 cards. Alright, Silencer. Well, let's see if they take 3 here. I mean, why not make them take 4 instead? Well, that wasn't necessarily the smartest thing to do. Because, I could have returned the Gravelighter and get some value out of it. I'm also thinking I'm just gonna do this now. I mean, this is gonna be a lethal attack on the next turn in the air. The opponent, of course, had as many lands as I did here, so it wasn't so bad in the end. Yeah, so that was somewhat a weird game. They played what? Well, they did play the land thing and this Twisted Embrace, mana thing, Twisted Embrace, and 3 other spells. I guess I didn't play that many more spells, but I had like a couple more. And I got a 2 for 1 by using the, weaving their rebuke with my own removal. So I saw mostly a green-black deck that is splashing white for something. Twisted Embrace, the rebuke here. Scrounger is gonna be a good blocker on most of my guys, so how do I sideboard in here? That does make the Silencer quite a bit worse when they have the 1/4, so I'm gonna at least sideboard that thing out right away. I do like the Hacker because it can always draw you like 1 card. And the Prowler is pretty nice with the, the ETB ability there. I will be playing those things still. Of course, all the flyers will be good. I think the ambusher is just about okay. And I want to keep a healthy amount of ninja steel because being able to return the grave lighters to your hand can allow you to make some nice value plays. Either make them sacrifice even more creatures or just draw some cards if that mode is going to happen. But what is my... Of course, I didn't see a lot of stuff from there. I'm kind of interested in playing some kind of a counter spell here. It could also just be more value stuff. I don't think the Ninja's Kunai or the Lethal Exploit are making a lot of sense. Death to the Kami. I think I might even take the Mnemonic Sphere, but also the Disruption Protocol. But they have the Master's Rebuke at least. Okay, I think I'll try the Disruption Protocol here now, on the draw especially, maybe. Well, I'm not sure if that makes any difference whether I'm on the play or draw, but I did feel like the 2-mana 2/1 might be a little bit weak there. So I wanted to sideboard it out, and the counterspell should be at least a universally useful thing. Okay, now this is not the greatest hand, but it's okay. Now the opponent mulligans. I can just play the hacker on turn 2, and then I have, return to action, and you are already dead here available if I want to use either of those. And, might even get to loot a bit. But let's see if they are gonna keep 6 or go down to 5. I'll pause the recording in the meanwhile. Okay, and they immediately kept 6 there. Okay, at least I have my mana ready for the Twisted Embrace. Okay, no green, but they will get the forest with this thing. And I think I'll just play the Modern Age instead. I'm willing to lose the island here most likely. Okay, Virus Beetle with the You Are Already Dead. That's pretty nice. Also with the return to action, not a bad thing. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I have the kill spell on that thing. Alright, so... Okay, I don't want to lose the swamp now. So what is the least useful card here? I think it is the Replication Specialist. I don't know when I get to 5 mana. So let's make them discard a card for now. And with my ninjas, I kind of want to... It would be tempting just to block and use the You Are Already Dead. But also... Well, they will have 4 mana available. Okay, they choose to do that thing. Well, that's perfect. Because now, I mean, they do this before even attacking. That I think is a mistake, because now they're gonna just discard a forest, but it's still good for me. Still good for me, and I get to draw a card, hopefully a land now. Okay, well, let's still use the Fire Beetle here, no reason to do anything else right now. Yeah, I did discard one island and then haven't really drawn any lands ever since. But no, it's no problem. As you can see, I have a lot of playable cards with the lands I have available, and very good stuff when I finally do end up finding a 4th land. I will kill the the big reach thing. No big deal there. Now I could attack with one of the guys, but I also have the Twisted Embrace here. Now I can have the Nezumi. Oh, that's actually pretty sweet. I can just return the Vector Glider here if I really want to. So this gives lifelink and death touch. I do have this thing which will pump my creatures. It doesn't really make too much. Well, let's see. Should I attack with both or... I mean both crown. I will of course attack with the Vector Glider. I'm thinking about attacking the crown. I don't feel like Twisted Embrace right now. Let's attack with everything and see how they block. I will find some good place, because I can have both the Prowler and the You Are Already Dead here. Maybe they don't even block with some of their guys. But yeah, they do realize that it's better to block now. So the Silver Fur Master doesn't really benefit me too much. return to action doesn't do anything, so I will simply do this ninjutsu, the vector glider. It is a bit sad to lose it, but this is still pretty nice. I'm gonna kill both of those guys, so it doesn't... Actually, I should give this one a lifelink then, because it has more power. And then I'll just play the "You Are Already Dead" post-combat, and then I have the Twisted Embraces still here to deal with the Poseidon thing here. Okay, need to find a land too. But now all the threats are dealt with for now. Let's hope, of course, that they don't tap out, because Twisted Embrace is, of course, a rather risk. Oh, that's not nice. That is unfair, opponent. Huh. And they have a fourth color there. So, of course, Twisted Embrace isn't now usable currently. But I can do this and play the Silver Master. Maybe next turn I can do it. Hopefully they don't have another shrine, because they will be able to kill the Silver Master in that case. I will take a lot of damage here too. Sadly, I don't have the return to action available quite yet. Okay, well that explains the red splash there. Okay, my counters, my removal will be taxed quite a bit here. Nice stuff by the opponent. They get a treasure token from here, but I need to use another Twisted Embrace, of course, on the this thing when it comes back. Well, I mean, when this thing transforms. So, should I just attack now, actually? They might block and I can use the return to action for value, and then post-combat Twisted Embrace. I'm actually going to try that, if that's gonna work. I might not have that great. Of course, I need to hope they don't have a Master's Rebuke, but then if they have it all, because this is a ninja, they might not want me to, you know, connect with it. I'm very happy about the block, of course. So now I just have to hope that they don't get another shrine here. But I have to kill the 7/7, of course. And then I have to kill the, at least other than the original Kikijiki, this thing doesn't have haste. So there's one turn time for me to, you know, try to kill it before they start copying their stuff. Okay, so am I gonna offer the trade? I'm gonna offer the trade here. It's fine. And then I will have a 3/4 flyer here. They have another of these same shrines. And tribute to Horobi. Okay, that's a lot of rares now. I wish I have a ninja. Oh, they just kill this. They don't even want me to. Oh, come on, that is annoying. So how do I beat them? They will have a 3/3 flyer there. I get the rat token, which they will be able to kill now. But I mean, they will get the rats for themselves, so I mean, they can draw a card from it. I have a 3/4 flyer here. I might just jump block if they attack. I will jump block if they attack. Oh, come on. Alright, well, now if I draw another land, I think I'll be in a little bit of trouble. Okay, well, that's perfect. That was perfect. They take 5 now. Now they do have, of course, the the Death Toucher here. But at least they have now, they can sacrifice any creature for this thing, but they are not gonna sacrifice like a 2/2 Death Toucher here. So not it is still a 3/3 flyer, but I have now means to maybe stay in the game here. I need to draw some stuff though. Opponent is winning with current situation because of the Death Toucher, of course, but no, that's not good. I don't think there's many sense to offer the trade here, so let's just wait a little bit, because if I just offer the trade, it makes very little sense with the 5/5. Okay, so they have more of these shrines now. Was that like a third? Because I saw the green one in the game 1. So now they get 2 tokens. I need to have a kill spell. I don't even know. Yeah, they have more threats than I have kill spells, and now of course with the lands only, there's no way. I had drawn 11 lands out of my deck now. Oh, actually maybe even more, because my side I had, oh, let's say not 11, 14. 14 out of my 17 lands, so my deck had only 3 lands left there, I think. Anyway, so all the shrines there, pretty annoying stuff. But the lethal exploit can kill the Death Toucher. Is that might be necessary. And this kunai can. So what do I need? The opponent of course plays all the colors. That's well, I don't see blue here. Okay, 4 colors. They have this to pick up the shrines. So this is of course a slow deck. So I don't want to make my deck too, I don't want to make it too slow by losing the cards that are actually allowing me to have quick wins. But I do want to be able to deal with the stuff they have there. So all right, that's a little bit tough now. The incision against the removal spells might be okay. Maybe it's better than the actual counter spell, maybe. Do I care about this thing? Don't really think I do. Yeah, that's a little bit too much stuff too. I can't answer all the stuff, so I think my game plan has to be about, winning quickly rather than answering everything. But I could have maybe a spell pierce. It's good against a bunch of this stuff. I think I will have a spell pierce in, and what is the card? I don't want to have them. Man, maybe just cut a land here. Take a little bit of a riskier approach here. Okay, I'll cut a land because I'm running out of time. I took 1 spell pierce in, didn't do anything else. Spell pierce works against sagas. It works against the spinning wheel kick and whatever. Come on. I'm gonna keep it because of the blade of the Oni, but imagine if one of these was an island. Now I just have to hope to draw an island, because if I draw an island in, let's say, 3 draw steps, that's totally fine. If I don't draw, it's gonna be awkward, but my deck has more black cards than blue cards. And of course the 4-color deck sometimes just has to mulligan, so this could also give me a little bit more time. Now they can just have a kill spell on this thing though. I hope I can at least ninjutsu away the ambusher. That would happen on turn 3 though. So they would have to have a 2-mana kill spell on the Blade of the Oni. It's a menace creature, so it's gonna be very hard for them to block it. Please, no kill spell. I don't wanna play this at 4. So it would have to be like a lethal exploit, or it can be that. Well, that's okay, that's not bad. That's actually quite good. It has many, so I'll just bounce the thing. Yeah, the island here now means that my hand is actually pretty good. So let's just ninjutsu this thing away. And next turn, of course, I can just play the Twisted Embrace. I don't know why. Okay, I made a mistake. I had the option to deal 3 damage to the opponent. I should have put a stop at after combat damage has been dealt, because this doesn't care about dealing damage to the opponent. So I definitely should have. The opponent would be at 17 now if I played so that I in a smart way here. But oh, they are missing land drops. Well, this puts it. Oh, this is very interesting now. So I can, with the you are already dead, I can just attack into it. I was thinking about playing the Twisted Embrace. So if they don't block, what's gonna happen? Well, it's gonna be pretty awkward then if they don't block, because they might have a Master's Rebuke. I need to kill it this turn. But then again, if they do block, yeah, maybe. Okay, the thing is that if they don't block, I will deal 2 instead of 3. If I do this pre-combat, then I would deal 3. But there's a chance they will block because I have a ninja deck here. So I will take the risk, because then I have to post-combat Twisted Embrace for sure if they don't block. I don't want to take the risk that they will have get value from this guy. Because anything I can play here is gonna be either an artifact or enchantment, so I don't want them to have available this death touch thing here. So yeah, it's just, I mean, I just have to do it like this. It's too risky otherwise. So now the opponent could even be at 14. But they definitely should be at 15 because I just messed up with this ninjutsu thing. But let's see if they find their third land drop and also more colors, because they do run at least 4 colors. It's a bit awkward to play the Twisted Embrace on the Specialist because it's so good, to return with other ninjas. But I think it was better to play safe there. Okay, they well, first let's just attack. I don't think I want to lose the Twisted Embrace here. I guess I could. Then I have a bounce spell back in my hand, because I could play the Ambusher and then the Blade of the Oni. But I also think the Modern Age might be okay here. And the Blade of the Oni. Yeah, but I have my 3/3 here. So let's do the Modern Age. I don't know what to discard. Maybe just the card I draw here, because everything here. Okay, well, not that. So I like that you are already dead too. I don't think I can have the Gravelighter. It could be the Mukocha Ambusher. That's actually the case. Yeah, it's gonna be that. It could have been that you are already dead, but I like the fact that it basically kills anything. But I do have the Twisted Embrace and the Gravelighter. But maybe I will discard the you are already dead if I. Well, I will see 2 new cards, of course. I will see both the draw step and this draw, and then discard. So maybe one of the 2 new cards will be something I'll just discard. But now let's see. They have a Nezumi Prowler there. Okay. And then now they have a Master's Rebuke there. So they did have it. They did have it, and also now they have a good block on my thing here. But that means that the Gravelighter will draw me a card. It's not the greatest situation that they had actually both a 3 power thing and a 2 mana, thing there, but I get to draw a card now. And okay, that will be pretty nice. I haven't seen discard stuff from there. I will play my lands, because I might want to. If I draw a 6th land, I might actually need it. Well, although I'm not that sure about it, but okay, they have more. At least they have the slow fixing. Now they have used already twice 2 mana to fix their mana. But they are still at 18 here because this, you know, they have gained what 5 life in the game. So they would be at 13 without, because this got the lifelink and then the Master's Rebuke allowed them to gain 3, and of course this is gain 2 when they channel it, so they are still at 18 here. And now they have all the colors. Let's see if they have the Kiki Jiki thing. They don't, they have the Justice Scrounger. And I have Replication Specialist, which is not relevant right now. The question is, do I care about the Shadow Walker even here? No, why wouldn't I play just another flyer here? I have 7 power in the air now. They need something like a mass removal, because I can have, if they have things to block, yeah, I guess they could have removal spells on all my flyers. Well, they have at least one. Now they get a treasure token too. But I guess, I hope they don't have removal spells on everything here. Okay, so this is actually... I actually think... Now, I could play the Vector Glider here. I could ninjutsu this away, blade, but I have to play the land, so there's not even any land for me to discard. I can just hardcast the Shadow Walker, and that's what I'm thinking about doing here. I don't think I care about the Scrounger that much. Let's play a 5/5 because I do have the removal spells to deal with. Let's say they have the Death Toucher, for instance. Death Touch and Shrine could be there. I can kill it with the Twisted Embrace. There it is. Now, do they have more Master's Rebukes? Do they even want to kill the 5/5 if they do? Are they going to use the Terrarium here? That would be nice, because then they will be left at 1 mana, and I don't think 1 mana can do any wonders here. I think I'm gonna make the Vector Glider bigger. Now I guess I should maybe consider making the Shadow Walker bigger, but I also want to cash in the You Are Already Dead. Then again, they take a lot of damage here. Okay. Okay, fine. Let's do it like this. This is gonna make it into a 6/6. Oh, they have 1 mana spell available, do they? That could be Tamiya Safekeeping, actually. Huh. That's gonna make me regret not playing it on a flyer. Oh, come on. I wish now I played it on the flyer. Jeez. That's actually horrible. I said that 1 mana shouldn't have anything, but no, they had the safekeeping, so... the opponent has had pretty much, you know, a bit slow start, but also a lot of the stuff they want to have here. Wow, look at this. I guess I would have made that Vector Glider into a... I guess it's now missing that they're gonna draw more of these shrines, and I draw just lands here. This is... Well, I mean, the thing is, I was gonna use the Twisted Embrace on the Vector Glider, and now it would be arrested, but they have all this removal, and they had this safety thing here. Yeah, well, I mean, I can't help it too much. I guess I just need to draw some other than lands. Okay, that's good. That is good. Anything that flies is gonna be good. Plus that also allows me to scry. I hope I don't draw my spell PS, because that will be rather useless right now. Fade into Antiquity. Sure. Okay, they get a few life points there. Yeah, spell PS would be annoying. That's a lot less annoying. Okay, a little bit safety here. But yeah. I guess I'm winning the long game here. currently, especially because I can counter whatever if they have a threatening play available. Well, that's going to negate them another shrine. I have to counter this. I really don't want to, but I mean the Gravelator dies once they have another shrine here. So I need to draw something other than land here. Oh, come on. I'm really annoyed now. Because they just answered everything I had here, and now if they just top deck... I don't know, they have what, 6 lands? I have 9 here. Well, they could have lands in their hand, but they don't need much. That's... yeah, I mean... whatever. The return to action, though. It was about time for me to draw something good. Now the question is... I think I'll just save the Gravelighter. I will actually draw a card with it too. My 6/6 does at least a good job of keeping, you know, their attacks at the bay. They can attack with the Road Captain though, but I'm at 18. No more Kappa Takebreakers, please. So that will die, and then it will return, and the creature has died, so I will be drawing a card, which is really sweet. And that is now finally something very useful. Okay. And then just kill the Death Toucher and force them to jump block with the Kami here. Finally. Finally some nice stuff. Okay, that's what they were holding in their hand. Well, they can again block the 6/6, but now that this flyer is gonna kill them in 2 turns. Hopefully they don't top deck another. Okay, well that's gonna be a game then. Now it doesn't matter what they draw here. I mean, unless it's actually the Rat effect, because they have a treasure token, which means they can actually... well, and they have also 2 white here, so if they have that white Rat in their deck, that's it, but that's gonna be the only thing that can help them. I guess they can just have a kill spell on the Gravelighter, but they have to start jump blocking the Shadow Walker. Yeah, that was... yeah, I hit a little bit of a pocket of land, but then so did the opponent, and I did draw the, you know, the actual meaningful spells in my deck, which I actually had a lot of in there, so it wasn't that big of a surprise. Most of my deck cards were actually quite good draws they're going to be anyway, except for maybe the Spell Pierce. Okay, that is... I'm on the play, am I not? I think I was on the play, so I can play the Silencer at turn 2, and then maybe Ninja to this out. It's definitely more, you know, I'm more interested in drawing the card here, but I suppose they just play a... well, that's an Eater of Virtue. can't say I'm a big fan of seeing that thing. That's a really good card. And of course blue-black doesn't really have ways to deal with artifacts. But am I going to... Yes, I am. Just draw a card. And recast the silencer. I could play the puzzle maker, but I'm actually not that interested in returning the 3-mana flyer anyway, so let's just do this. Oh. Well, I should leave the silencer to my hand now. Virus beetle it is. Swamp. So do they have a creature? They have forest and swamp. Now if they don't have a blocker, I can just ninjutsu the virus beetle again, and they have to discard another card. They have a biting palm ninja though. Well, sometimes I just draw exactly what I need. Do I have black 1-mana spells that I want to be casting? Because I have an island in my hand. I will be looting. I think I will not. I don't have anything for 1 blue, I don't think, so I should do it like this. I don't think I have like a you are already dead. But whatever. Let's just do this now. Sacrifice some stuff and attack for 2 and loot. Don't need the island for anything, I don't think. Nope. Rather have 3 swamps. It's as if the game is lagging something. Maybe I need to restart the client. And now I have a grave lighter with a ninja in hand. That is the sweet spot to be in. Oh, and also just okay, they can do that because that is an enchanted artifact or a creature. They actually prefer me to not have the looting available. That's rather interesting, actually. Not sure if I want to play the 5/5 here, though. I mean, I don't play it, but ninjutsu it. It is interesting, though. I could just play the modern mage, though. It's tough, but the 5/5 is quite big, so maybe I'll just do it this time. Okay, the game is lagging. Hopefully I don't take any stupid misclicks. Let's ninjutsu this 5/5 out. Oh, come on, this lag is annoying. And I don't think I'm gonna play the swamp here now, because I want to discard lands to the modern age, so I'll keep a swamp in my hand. And now they have to actually deal with this, like with another Twisted Embrace or something like that. They have only 2 cards in there. Okay, so they can... Okay, so now this is just... they have to actually sacrifice. So this says if it would be destroyed instead. Yeah, well, they have to in fact... they have to in fact sacrifice the land and they lose all this stuff there. So I should just play the Dokuchi Silencer here. Because I have to sacrifice something too. And the land gets exiled, but it of course doesn't have any contribution to the Eater of Virtues abilities. Yeah, the Ninja's Kunai, they haven't been able to use it because where are their creatures? Well, I guess I have killed them. Well, that was a sweet, sweet game. The opponent had a nice equipment, but they never got to use actually either of these. But that's the power of removal sometimes. And good creatures too. Now, how about the sideboarding stuff? There's nothing really much I can do for the Eater of Virtue unless I want to have a Tamiya's completion. This actually does work against it. This does make Eater of Virtue basically, well, it completely neutralizes it because it also unattaches it and then won't have any abilities, including the equip ability. Ninja's Kunai, Biting Palm Ninja, Twisted Embrace. Well, I do have the Return to Action, which is a decent follow-up for the Twisted Embrace. I'm thinking about the completion here. But is it again going to be something like the Dokuchi Silencer? Tough choice. I like the you are already dead. It's so tempting for the opponent to block my attacks because of my colors, so it should be easy to get this value. And you can also just jump block with your own guys and get value. I'm not sure about the Tamiya's completion. This is although good also against, but the thing it's bad against is of course the Gravelighters when I use the Edict mode. So probably not gonna do that. I might just not gonna sideboard anything. The Silencer is a bit here and there if it's gonna be useful or not. Maybe I should play this thing. No, it's not very good. Fine, whatever. I won't be sideboarding anything for now. I will learn more about their deck. It's a little bit tough now because I didn't see a lot of their stuff. I can't really say how bad the Silencer is gonna be. Okay, this modern age should allow me to find the black sauce at some point. Leech Gauntlet. Sure. Okay then. There's the black, so I don't think I care about the island right now. Opponent will get some life here, but I have blockers on that thing. Okay, Unforgiven one. Well, I don't have any of my double black spells right now, so I should just discard a swamp. Am I going to bounce the Unforgiven one? They will be playing it though. Yeah, it's maybe a better idea to just get a 2-mana ninja and recast the disruptor so I can do more ninjas. Or I can just, play and block the Leech Gauntlet. It's actually quite annoying in the end. Maybe the Silencer will be... I can just kill it by discarding a creature of some kind, but I don't know what I want to discard. So... I guess the Nezumi Prowler can be discarded to get rid of the Unforgiven one, because that's a little bit more annoying. Okay. I'm not going to, discard the 1/1 here. I'm gonna recast it. But yeah, Nezumi Prowler. Go away. Kill this. Play the Disruptor for more ninjutsu. I can still take... I can still take some... Plus I'm gonna actually get a 2/3, so the Gauntlet won't even be a problem. I think they will maybe even leave it as a blocker on the Silencer. Or they can have a Twisted Embrace, which is not too big of a problem. And now, of course, I'm a little bit missing some lands, but but I don't think there's any... I mean, opponent can't really pressure me now. They have no board, and I have here a couple of creatures myself. The 2/2 is no longer a problem here, too much at least. I will find my lands. I have 2 in my graveyard. 3 on the battlefield, so 12 lands and 15 spells in the deck, so that should be not that big of a deal. Okay, so I have to sacrifice or discard. I'm gonna discard a card, and it's gonna be the 5-drop. Okay, lag. Think I'm gonna discard this swamp as well. So it's time to... Well, I don't really know what I should do with the turn here. I actually choose to not do anything, because I want to use the Silver Master here. I know I could have played it and attacked for 1 more, but I want to consider the option to, you know, have it as a surprise thing. I can use the Disruptor here, because it's possible the opponent will be blocking the 2/2 with the 2/2 of their own, and then I can, you know, return the Disruptor to my hand. However, they have a bad thing. Well, I have you already dead for it. And then I get value if they play now the Leech Gauntlet and do a block here. That's the idea. And if they don't block, I think I'm just playing the Gravelighter. So yeah, this is now good. Kill that for free. Play the Disruptor. I don't need to. I mean, it's also actually a rogue, so it's gonna be 2/2. And they will have this 0/4, and then I can use the You Are Already Dead to kill it, and then maybe Gravelighter to kill. Well, it depends on, of course, they will be playing more creatures too, so let's see what happens. Are they not gonna play a creatures? Okay, they are. So, Swamp is a really good draw here, because now I can play both these things. I'm not sure if I should, you know, use the... the Boseiju thing has, you know, reach. I need to use it. I need to use my Gravelighter for it. No, I mean that You Are Already Dead for it. So, I do want to play my 2/2 here for sure. Problem with the Biting Palm Ninja is that it has menace. Now this is actually kinda awkward now. Maybe I'll just attack with everything here. They will block the Silver Master, then I get to kill it. Man, this thing is gonna have... It's gonna block my flyers. That is not nice. Problem is if they can connect with this thing, I can't... Yeah, I'm gonna attack with everything. I need to find one of my other removals, which I have a lot for the Boseiju thing here. So the point here is now that I will draw... I just maybe do this right away. Don't have a safekeeping there, that would be super annoying. Okay. So now that's done with, and then I can just do this, draw a card, and hopefully find something for the Boseiju. Now they will have a 5-power Menace guy too, and that is gonna deal with the Boseiju thing here. And I have now 5 power of light. I will win this race. But they do have 2 cards in the hand still. Okay, that is going to be very good as well. Yep. Let's see if this works or not. Well, they still have a card there. Maybe they have a Tamiya safekeeping. They were saving for this thing. Yeah, that's, I mean, I guess if you just have everything, then you have everything. Alright, so... Don't think the Blade of the Oni is gonna help me now. Alright. I mean, because the problem is, even if I draw one of my removal spells on this thing, I still won't be able to... I'm losing to both of these guys. I have to jump block. Yeah, whatever. They had better cards and more better interaction than I did. So now with the boon of the Boseiju, Death to the Kami actually starts seeming rather interesting. Although they might have something like a Twisted Embrace, then I can't really make them sacrifice an enchantment. But these things, if I make them sacrifice these things, that's kind of valuable. So maybe the Dokuchi Silencer goes away right now, and I would rather have the sacrifice thing. Okay, I'll try that. I don't like the lethal exploit against their cards here. Counter spells. How many instant speed stuff they had? Rebuke, safekeeping. I don't think the counter spells are that interesting. Although the spell pierce against the expensive sagas, maybe I should have 1 spell pierce. That could be actually quite valuable, especially when I'm on the play here. And now I have to, of course, lose 1 more card. I don't wanna... Is the replication specialist too slow here? Am I gonna win with the other cards? I haven't really needed it too much in the games. Maybe a 5 mana 3/4 flyer isn't that great here right now. Yeah, I have enough removal. I don't need the completion here. It's also, like I said, not very good when I have the Gravelighter sacrifice mode. Trespassers, good, but a bit clumsy. I don't really want to lose my early game. One of the ways this deck wins with is to have the early game ninja action. I can't really cut all the 2-drops. And oh man. Well, mulligan, 1 lander. And I have a 17 land deck here. Alright, so maybe the spell pierce now. Or maybe the 4 mana ninja here. Okay, I'm gonna use the spell pierce here. They have a Dockside Chef. That makes my removal a lot worse. Oh, don't have a ninja there. Kappatek Wrecker. Well, at least it's just the Coiling Stalker, but now they are winning the race here now. Yeah, I had to mulligan into this hand. It's not really ideal at all. So... just kill it before... I can't really start taking 3 damage, plus they get more counters. I had to, you know... At least the big enchantments that are problematic, they are 4 mana ones, so the spell... not having mana up for spell pierce shouldn't be that big of a deal. But now... I mean, with these draws, where are my ninjas? Where are my everything? Yeah, and... well... sometimes these games happen. At least I got to use my sideboard card. It's not that helpful though, because I need to draw now multiple good things here. Yeah, that's That's not one of them. I can't even really rely on my removal here now that they have this Dockside Chef. It's really awkward. More ninjas. Yep. Lifelinker. Right. Well, now I need to get some very good draws. Very good draws here now. Prowler. So I can attack for 3, then I can... I feel like I'm gonna just play this as a blocker here and hope they don't have removal. I'm gonna have to... Well, I could have done that pre-combat, but I was a fool. I would have gained one point of life there. But yeah, them having the... Okay. Nice game. Nice game. That was just very bad. Let's go to the next match then, as long as this lag is gonna end. Alright, so hoping for a good starting hand. Because I have a quite cheap curve here. The fact I had just the 1/1/1 flyer in the previous game, that was actually really awkward. This hand is also awkward. I mean, this is double black. I'm gonna mulligan. Opponent also mulligan. This is better than the previous one. Let's see if the opponent is keeping 6 or not. They kept 6 and so do I. Island away. Double swamp for this thing. Okay. Even a 2-drop. Also discard a little bit more effective against the opponents that mulliganed. And I have a blocker for their 2-1. And then I have a 3-drop here. Okay, they had to lose an actual spell. That I'm not too happy to see, especially if they do have... Oh, well, they can just have that kind of stuff there. So, I guess my Twisted Embrace is still gonna be good enough. And now I have a land for it too. They are down to 1 card in hand. Another black and green. Okay, so they don't have... Well, they can attack for 2 here now, basically. And then I will be... doing what? Okay, the specialist could make me having 2 of these octopus. Now, this is... I kind of would want to scry, but maybe I don't need to. I want to have a 2/5 blocker, so it's gonna be this here. Their opponent is top decking, so they have to be lucky. I will kill this thing, which will give them, you know, counters for each enchantment. Now they at least have to connect with the Curling Stalker here. Okay, and this 4 power creature doesn't do anything either. And then there's a Mukotai Ambusher. Something I could replicate with a specialist, but I think I'll scribe now. I'll play this as a 4-mana thing. I want to draw the land. I mean, or something very good. That is, you know, very good. I know I'm not going to ninjutsu the thing. I'm just gonna, you know, block whatever stuff they have coming up. And next turn I can have a Blade of the Oni and return to action as well, if they have something nasty. This will, yeah, this will return stuff tapped though. Another Stalker. Alright, so... Is this legendary? This is not legendary. Having 2 of these would be quite nice actually. But no, let's play this. I want to have the return to action, you know, available just in case. If I play the octopus, I don't have it, and no, I'm not gonna attack because I won't be trading with the Blade of the Oni here. I guess spells are not that bad draws either, and at some point I will draw the land. Alright, they just conceded there. I guess my 2-5 was a little bit too harsh. Multiple Stalkers, they have a Glowing Torment Visitor, so I think my X1s are quite bad, but I can't really lose all of them. But I could see the Network Disruptor. Well, after all, it's just 1-for-1. I don't have anything like very expensive cards that have only 1 toughness. But I could see not having them. But I do want to have blockers for their 2-1s. Maybe the Arm Guard Familiar makes it a little bit more expensive for them to deal with. Oh, maybe the Unforgiving one. A 2-3 could actually be a good blocker here. I think I'm gonna try that. And then I will maybe cut the Silencer here. Yeah, the Blade is too good to ignore. How about the Lethal Exploit? That actually might be good here. Well, it is. I want to also get rid of the Generous Visitor here, so Lethal Exploit like that. And that would require another cut. I'm still not convinced the Specialist is, but it's gonna be quite good if I get to copy anything. And a 3-4 flyer is still a 3-4 flyer. I think I'm gonna play it still. But I have to cut something. I just don't know if I want to cut any more 2-drops. But I guess I could cut the Prowler, kind of a sideboard in the Lethal Exploit in its place. Okay, that is it. Okay, I have a keepable starting hand. Maybe getting to... Okay, opponent mulligans again. Now there's a chance to draw some cards with the flyer, but... Okay, they kept 6, alright. Well, land wasn't the optimal draw. Yeah, that's not either. But they have no 2-drop, so maybe. Okay, no 3-drop either. Okay, that's enough with the lands. I guess I'm gonna eat some removal now. Yeah, that's 3 draws, 3 lands. After keeping 4 lands. Yeah, 5 cards in my hand. They have a mana accelerating here, but I have a You Are Already Dead here. But let's see if they can remove the octopus now. Blossom Prancer, which has reach. But this will survive if I reconfigure it. Oh, that's nice. Well, now that I will be playing the Modern Age. I'm gonna attack with these as if I forgot that that thing has reach. No, that's actually interesting. Yeah, this is sick. Alright, yeah, so... Okay. Oh, I actually do have both. Artifact and an enchantment, so I can kill the Prancer or whatever they might play. Am I gonna play around the Tamiya safekeeping here? I need to kill the Yugan, but I'm also interested in killing just this thing. Fine. This of course takes a couple of turns, and But yeah, it is a thing that just wins, because the triggered ability on the Remnant of the Rising Star is of course just beyond fair. Every creature that enters the battlefield will, get a million counters. Very problematic. Glowing Tormentor, sure you have it all. Moon circuit thing. Alright, so they are gonna block, of course. And I have a flyer on the next. I should just play this thing and maybe reconfigure. Well, those get counters too, but that's fine. I will use the you are already dead. Maybe I just have to use it. I guess my hope is that they don't never get any creatures. Oh, Yunji. Couple of pretty nice mythic rares. Right. None of this anything matters anymore. It's just I'm gonna go the sideboard now. It doesn't matter. I can't beat these things. So Tamiya's completion will of course be sideboarded in against the dragon. It's quite good against that. Where it is here, and then I could have a counter spell if I want to. I do want to have a counter spell on the dragon just in case. I haven't drawn the Behold the Unspeakable actually at all in the games. Alright, so Disruption Protocol, that's what I'm gonna have here. Now I could also have the Reckoner's Shakedown actually. It's really mana inefficient, but they have such bombs that I think I might have to do it. And you have the option to just give the +1 2 2 +1/+1 counters. Now that is 3 cards there, but I'm gonna not need here. I like the flyer still, but maybe it's not that great. I guess I could see not playing the Puzzle Maker. I'm not playing the Unforgiving one actually. That's not really my concern to block their 2 power creatures. My concern is the bomb mythics and stuff like that. So I can bounce and then I can counter. Okay, there's a game plan. Replication Specialist, maybe I can't really do that 5 mana thing here. I need to just be fast. And yeah, this thing deals with the one that has death triggers. I don't have exile. Oh, wait a minute, this thing says exile. Where is it? Huh, this could actually work against the dragon. So let's do it. And then I need to cut. I guess I'm gonna cut the land because I need to be a bit lucky here. And then there's 19 seconds time to find. Maybe just the you are already dead here. No, the lethal exploit can go away. All right, that is it. That's the deck. All right. Now I need to have a good start. I will win the the long game because they have better bombs than I have. This is at least a hand I can keep here, and let's see what they have in the early game. Sure. Let's see what's the thing here. I guess the Mukota Ambusher is actually the least interesting one here right now. Trainee. Okay. They might have a annoying ninja there, but so be it. I will play my 2/1 here. Yes, I do know I discarded a lantern now. I might not have mana available for the Twisted Embrace or the Dokuchi Shadow Walker, but I also want to keep my spells in the hand. Now, if they go for the ninja, they might not have a... Okay, they didn't go for the ninja. Alright, so that is... Sure, everything works exactly how they... Well, maybe now it's just a... I mean, it's super awkward to use this Twisted Embrace on the Visitor, but what can I do here? The Visitor is gonna be more problematic than the 3/3 train here. Now they had to have the double spell there. Yeah, I can't block it. They have a Bushido ability there, making it a 4/4 Preserver post-combat. Why? They want to make it there. Alright, so... Well, I guess I just make them sacrifice an enchantment. Don't want to actually lose my 3/4 flyer with the ninjutsu. Well, let's make them sacrifice an enchantment. Well, exile. I hope they don't have the dragon, but it's not like this can hit the dragon when they have so many creatures there. So they have one enchantment and it's the Jukai Preserver, so now they have to lose that one. And there's a Tales of Master Seshiro. I might have to actually now just use this as a sacrifice. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the Gravelighter as a sacrifice thing, edict here. As sad as it is, they at least lose the counter here, but I'm still not going to... I guess I have a 5/5 against their 5/5. Coiling Stalker, not an issue here. They are down to one card. Let's see what that one is gonna be. Okay, so I actually have the reconfigure option here available right now. So this is gonna apply the +1/+1 on this thing, so it's gonna be a 6/6. It's still not a 2-turn clock though. It is not a 2-turn clock. So I think what I should do here is just attack for 3 and play the Shadow Walker, just normal hard cast. And maybe, you know, hope they don't have... they could have a Master's Rebuke. I could lose the Shadow Walker here. That is the problem here. Because they have the 5/5 coming up now. Okay, they make that into 6/8. Oh, come on. So I'm losing into... That has now reach as well. Okay. That is tough. But now it's... I mean, I needed to get lucky here and I got lucky here. Yeah, I need to attack here. So they're gonna give +1/+1 counters on each of up to 2 creatures. I could attack for 8 here. They are top decking, so they need some removal, because I can't just use this as a blocker on the Coiling Stalker. Of course, this will have a total of 5 damage here, but there's a chance they will block with the 1/1. Because if they do go to... If they take 8 here now, they will go down to 3, and this is gonna be a lethal attack unless they happen to draw something good. If they jump block, I'm not forced to block with my Blade of the Oni. I think I'm gonna make them decide there. Okay, so they went for the win. So now they need to draw removal on the Blade of the Oni. if they don't. But it's a top deck. One card drawn. Pump spell, maybe. No pump spell. I have 2 lethal attackers, and yep, they didn't have 2 answers to them. Okay, that was close. They didn't draw the black mythic dragon, they did draw the green mythic though, but I still won. Okay. Not the greatest, but also have a very good 2-drop. 3 power menace for 2 mana is definitely great, unless the opponent has a removal, of course. Not really interested in using the Gravelighter on turn 3. Because I would have to sacrifice either of these, and that's not great, unless their 2-drop is something amazing. Alright, I can just... This is an equipment demon, so this is Ninja and Rogue, so let's just play the Silver Fur Master here. And I could, you know, sacrifice the Master easily for the Gravelighter. Don't have the second black yet for this thing. Octopus. Well, let's first give them a chance to block with the Octopus. Because if they do block with it, I will get to draw a card from the Gravelighter. That has menace, they can't block that. They can block the Silver Fur Master. And if they don't block, I won't be taking any risk. They might, I mean, I could play the Puzzle Maker, but they might do something to it. They get to draw a card, it's annoying. I don't think the Rat Ninja is really that effective here anyway, just a 2 mana 2/2 currently. So let's play this thing and sacrifice here. I still have 2 evasive creatures, opponent is down to 12. At some point I will be drawing a second black to remove if they have some problematic blocker for my guys, and then I have a more flyer coming up. That is okay, well, I suppose suppose what? I don't have to actually kill that thing, but it will put the opponent to a 2-turn clock. So I think I will. Oh, they have 1 mana spell here. It must be the one that returns a permanent to their hand. It could be the March. White March works too. I mean, something for 1 white mana. Yeah, my turn 2 Blade of the Oni has been dealing how much damage? An amazing amount. So now I have a lethal attack here because I can reconfigure here, and the +1/+1 from the order will be of course applying to this thing. So it's exactly 6. Because they did have 2 blockers for the blade. But yeah, that was a little bit easier than some other games I have won in this event. Now, why is my Behold the Unspeakable hiding? I haven't seen it. I've even seen it. I don't think I have even had it in my hand in any of the games. So blue-white. This time no green. Octopus, a flyer here. Goes in tie. Huh. Wonder what do I want to have? Or what do I want to not have? Again, the 2-1 is quite bad against the 1-4 and the 1-3 and all that. Maybe I can cut the silencer. Play something like a lethal exploit. Blue-white, I mean, they should have a lot of creatures with 2 toughness, right? Maybe I'll do it. And then... don't think any reason to have a Tamiya's compilation quite yet. Yeah, I'm gonna do just that little change. And this at least kills their acquisition octopus. That's a good thing to be prepared for. Another great hand. Wow. This is sweet. Opponent kept 7. So I can just play the ambusher on turn 2. Well, not play, but ninjutsu out. That taps mana for abilities and artifact spells. I've drawn this one off a network disruptor quite a few times early in the game. So if my Behold the Unspeakable is in hiding, this has definitely been around quite a bit. Alright, so now... okay, I guess I can just... I could also just... well, there are many different options here. I kind of feel like the... because the 1-4 is annoying, I want to get rid of it. So I'm gonna actually try to get the value play here. I will allow them double blocking here. They might just, you know, do this, but no, they will allow me to get the 2-for-1 here. I wouldn't want to otherwise maybe use a removal spell there, but I definitely don't want the flyer to be around. And now they did lose the mana producer, which could still be relevant this early in the game. So another puzzle maker, okay. If I had... oh man. Kind of tempting because the Prowler... oh man. They are mostly tapped out. I'm gonna actually do this. This seems a bit crazy, but the Puzzle Maker is good against my deck. And my hand definitely have a 3-1, I have a 1-1. Yeah, I make a 4-3 here, and because I want to start drawing cards with the flyer. With the help of the octopus here. That has been arrested. Alright, so... yep, that's a pretty easy turn. I will play this thing and the Prowler, and then I can use the Disruptor to tap down if they have only one blocker, and I get to draw a card. And I'm also dealing 5 damage if I get to attack. Okay, do they have a land drop? They did not. Okay, bouncy. That's going to be better, right? Okay, I think I will leave the Disruptor in my hand. Do I want to reconfigure? I don't think so. They can do that. Now I can... okay, well, I guess I can just get everything. I do have a... this is a -3 and -3 because I have this thing with the Twisted Embrace. So let's kill this thing. Let's tap down that thing. And it is almost lethal. There go to 1. So am I supposed to play around the Wrath effect. I don't think even so. I'll just play this. But they must have the Farewell now. Farewell is land and Farewell is gonna be the only out they have, I think, for this situation. That is actually not. Oh, I mean, it wasn't the only out because this does work too. But I suppose I can just draw like crazy here and do, for example, this. I mean, they weren't gonna. I was gonna win on the next turn still, most likely. So it wasn't really that. But that was still allowing them to maybe get another turn, but I found my way to push through. Okay, so I think the next one will be the final round. Win or lose, the event will be over now. Yep, 3-1. A few more of those good starting hands, and this is... Well, what I can at least do here is I can play the Silencer on turn 2, maybe Ninja to this thing, and if I draw a land I can just play a Gravelighter to sacrifice my Silencer and make them sacrifice whatever they have there. Or just, you know, offer the trade and then draw a card from the Gravelighter. Alright, so far so good. Let's go and ambush. Yeah, this is a pretty decent hand now. Companion, yeah, I'm gonna offer the trade easily. A Gravelighter will be drawing me a card if they double block. They might not block if they have like a ninjas of their own. In which case I of course cannot really... Well, that was... I really hoped they would block there, but no, they want to... Well, I can't play this, of course, because of the fact that I have to sacrifice one of these, and they sacrifice their 1-1. The problem is that the Silencer is really bad against the 1-1, and I don't want to even use it as sacrifice for the Gravelighter, because they can just still sack the 1-1. I guess I'm gonna leave mana up for the Assassin's Ink for now. If they have like a ninja of some kind, maybe I'll kill the ninja if it's... Well, it depends on what it is. It has to be a green ninja. Oh, that's the reason they... That's the reason they actually didn't block. So this targets two things. Even if I kill this thing in response, that's not gonna prevent my guy from dying. So I guess I have to... Well, now I was actually... Now I'm more interested in the Dokuchi Silencer here, but let's see what they do. I can take, you know, 3 damage going down to 23, not a big deal. And if they have something for 2 mana, I mean like a Kappa Tech for a Guerrillas, then I'm gonna kill it, but I'm not gonna kill these things. Okay, a little bit awkward stuff here now. I mean, this is a good draw, of course, but guess I'll just do this and trade with the 2-2 then. At some point I will be drawing my 5th land for the Behold. And yeah, I think I will block with the... Well, no, now I won't be blocking because they will have a 3-3 if they want to reconfigure. Yeah, I guess I can also think about the option to just have the Twisted Embrace up, but it's not really that great. Okay, they chose to actually put it on the flyer instead. Okay, not even attacking. Okay, they are now reconfigured it to 2-2. Well, let's now see what I'm gonna draw here, because I might actually use the Embrace on to kill that. Okay, well now it's a little bit different, because I'll just take the Behold the Unspeakable here, right? Scry to draw 2, unless they get to exile this, which they could have. Fade into Antiquity. Or then there's the white 4-mana thing that can get rid of enchantments. That is also an enchantment, making my Assassin's Ink cheaper. And yes, I am losing my voice here. Alright. No green mana up, which means there's no Tamiya safekeeping. Alright. I will draw 2 cards. I'm interested in the Swamp here, actually. And the Puzzle Maker. I draw them both. So, how to do it? I think what I'm doing here is now just kill this thing and then play the Gravelighter and draw a card. And then I can start using the Gravelighter for ninjutsu, because they have only the Searchlight Companion. I guess if they do reconfigure the Sling on the Companion, well, I guess they don't have mana for that unless they have a land drop still available. Yeah, I got actually, yeah, the 6 life I got from the Ambusher to attack from the Ambusher helped me quite a lot here. The opponent can't really that beneficially erase me. Yeah, I'll take that. Okay, that's good too, and of course I have a massive flyer here. Massive flyer now. 6 mana. How to do it? Kinda just want to play the Moon Circuit Hacker. And then maybe like the Puzzle Maker or something like that. Okay, that's gonna be good. So I have enough 5 mana. So what I could actually do is, let's make a sacrifice. I don't need the Moon Circuit Hacker for anything anymore. So I will be playing the Gravelighter actually. And they have to choose now what they're gonna sack here. The 3-3 is like very slightly annoying. They might just lose the 2-2 or just the Searchlight Companion too. And then I play the Blade of the Oni and hope they don't have like a farewell. That said, I do have a bunch of cards still in my hand. And this is now gonna be like a 6-6 attacker on the next turn. And my hand is, full of gas, basically. So I do like my chances. They're gonna actually get a land. They were stuck at 5, so they need a land. Okay, that is 4th color. 2 mana up, and they saw that they have nothing against me. Well, I had here 6 power attacker, 2 power attacker. This was not gonna fly on my turn. 3 power many, so that was like 11 damage already. And I can tap this down, although if I play cards this will be smaller. But yeah, Very easy win there because I drew pretty good nuts and finally got the unspeakable thing. Explosive entry is actually good against my deck, but I'm not gonna start sideboarding out my artifacts because of that. I have too many artifacts. I have removal on this thing. I didn't really see anything amazing. They are playing 4 colors, but I suppose they just didn't draw the bombs they have in their deck because I don't see here a reason to. I guess if they want to splash for the Ryu. Anyway, I don't have any idea what should I sideboard here. What should I sideboard here? In or out? In or out here? Was there something I really don't like to face? I guess this Storm's Edge can be maybe a... But if they don't even have a lot of Samurai or Warrior, doesn't even make much difference. It's a 4 mana 3/3. Yes, it has first strike, but don't even think it's a reason to sideboard in something like a Ninja's Kunai. I like the early game power my deck has, so I'm actually gonna do exactly nothing and see if they have something I need to actually prepare for with my sideboard if it goes to game 3. Okay, well, another decent hand. Prowler, Gravelighter. I'm on the draw. Opponent kept 7 cards. No early plays. Maybe they have removal. Yes, they have something. Which makes the Gravelighter always a little bit worse because as a play, when you don't have a board, it's a bad play. So they have a Voltage Surge there. But I guess if they have a problematic... Oh, they have nothing. Well, now I just can't play the... I would just have to sacrifice it. But they are having 4 colors in the deck and they are at 2 lands. Well, okay, now they drew a third and it was one of the missing colors, so that was good for them. I can just bounce Death Read Up if that's a creature. And well, if they have like a Saga there, well, I can bounce the 1/1 token here. Sure. Yeah, the Blade of the Oni is really decent. It is of course vulnerable as a creature, but 2 mana 3/1 menace. That is really good. And of course the reconfigure is later in the game quite powerful. 5/5 menace is definitely good. Alright, so now I'm going to just I guess they are not gonna offer a block, so I'm gonna attack for 2 and oh, they're gonna ninjutsu this thing. Oh, they have a rebuke there. Fine. In that case, it's a bit sadder because I don't kind of want to. No, I could just edict away this thing. I'm not sure if I want to do it. I'm not gonna edict away the Blade of the Oni. That's too good. But it is a 2/2 flyer versus a 2/2 flyer. Maybe I don't always have to get great value out of this thing. Let's sacrifice them. I still have 1 kill spell left. But I am now, of course, I have 2 spells versus their 4 cards, but I don't know how many of those 4 cards are lands. Although I know because they were stuck at 2, so I'm assuming all of those are spells and they also have the mana fixing available. Web Spinner Cuff. Oh, right, that is annoying. But it can't block my 3/1 menace. I'm not gonna waste this removal spell quite yet. I want to see if there's something more troublesome I need to kill, because they could have like the 6 mana 6/5 trample creature easily. And of course I need to deal with that. Of course, if they just have all the removal in the world, then if I have all the lands in the world, that's a bad combination. I haven't still seen something that really makes me want to particularly sideboard something. Okay, that is very good. My extra swamps are gonna be very useful now. Yeah, I don't really see what if I lose this game. How do I sideboard? Wow. How do I sideboard? Because, well, I guess the 1/4 reach thing, but I have the "you are already dead," for instance. Okay, now do they have? They have a. No, they do have both artifact and an enchantment there. Yeah, 1/1 is not the greatest now, but okay, now it will be quite okay. So let's just ink away the cuff. Hopefully it works. Then I get to draw a card. And also a land. How many lands do I have left in my deck now? 1, 2, 3 plus 7, 10. So 7 land and 15 spells. Preserver is gonna make that into a 4/5. Well, I need to kill that thing, I guess. But if they have a Master's Rebuke, right? They have played one of them already though, but they do have a, mana up. And they have priorities here, that's the problem here. That is the problem. But now they have a sling, which means that... Okay. Oh man, still a land. And the problem is that I can make the Vector Glider into a 3/4, but they can make this into a 4/4 thanks to the sling. Well. Oh man. I cannot take 2 attacks. Maybe I'll just make this into a 3/3 then. Just to try to raise them, because of course I can just draw ways to, deal with this. And I can also, leave this as... I'm gonna take 4 here. I could double block, but maybe I'll take, damage. I want to see my next draw, and then I start, double block stuff here. I will go down to 6 now. Most likely they will move around the sling to attack for 4. But I have multiple removal spells still here. And, I guess one reason to maybe... Oh, they didn't move the sling around. So they have actually the 6 mana. Oh, that too... What? Okay, well, no, that's it about the raising now. Okay, now I can't draw any more lands. I'm gonna be overwhelmed. Them getting the 4/3, they get an additional counter there. And Network Disruptor is really not helping. So they can make this into a 6/5. I'll lose both of these guys. I definitely cannot take the damage. I could attack for 5, take here 6. I would jump block actually, but I think I need to just lose 2 creatures to deal with the stuff they have. At least the thing is that they have to make the Kami into a 6/5, because I have 2, otherwise they can't kill both of my 3 toughness creatures. And that means the Preserver will be only a 3/3. But they can make it into a 4/4. So it's definitely not great now that they drew the big stuff, and I really didn't. I mean, I need something like a Behold the Unspeakable, I guess. But that will allow me to draw 4 cards, so hopefully I draw that now. Well, that's not good. Not good at all. And I play my lands because I might. I mean, I want to have the draw 4 from the Behold the Unspeakable, so I should play all my lands to make sure I can get the chapter 2 working. Alright, so let's just say there's a little bit of a disparity in the amount of lands we've drawn here, so. Yeah, okay, well, I don't even win with the Behold the Unspeakable because they have these. Yeah, they. Okay, well, that doesn't work because I don't have anything I could enchant. It's a thing you control. Alright, so does that change anything? They have, multiple commies, they have some value plays available. Reach thing, explosive entry. What is the black splash? The Kami of Terrible Secrets. I guess they have fixing for that, but. So that is a red-green splashing for white for the Samurai. Black for Kami of Terrible Secrets. Alright, so my game plan is just to not draw as many lands as I did. So definitely not going to play the completion because I can't even enchant enchantments with this because they have the return stuff. Cyber Trespassers. They have ways to give these +1/+1 counters, so maybe the 3/5 won't be that good. I'm not sure if I should now get rid of the silencer though. Maybe have something surprising here. What was the removal suit? Rebuke, Voltage Surge. I'm thinking about having the. Okay, let's try one thing. I will cut the silencer and I will play the Planar Incision because this is actually interesting also with the Gravelighters. So let's try this in the final game. Don't think I'm gonna cut the lands now. I should have, a pretty good matchup here if I just have a balanced draw here. Yep, that's hoping they don't have again removal for my 2-drop. Because this is not really the kind of 3-drop you want to play if you don't have a board presence. But I saw multiple removal spells, so they might easily have one. Okay. So now I wouldn't mind if they had a Voltage Surge there, but they didn't. That's fine too. Can't play this, just would have to sacrifice something. And now they have a Searchlight Companion. It's pretty annoying, gotta admit. But, well, actually, I was going to attack with the Prowler here, because they block with the ground guy. And then I will play the Gravelighter and draw a card. So that would be fine. But now I have another option here. Another option is presenting itself. And yeah, I'm gonna offer the trade here. Next turn will be the specialist anyway. They might have the explosive thing that, you know, makes them take the 3 here. So they make this into a 2-2 and kill my Prowler, which is fine. And then I hope to draw some artifacts for the specialist. I don't have too many of artifacts, but I have some in the deck. Okay. Reset the board. So my 2-drop traded with their 3-drop. That's basically what happened because this bounced the extra token there. Now they have this thing. Okay. Preserver. Well, it's really tempting just to make us sacrifice these things. But also the specialist, because they could have a rebuke. Alright, alright. It's not an optimal use of mana, definitely not. But this is a good value for the Gravelighter. I don't have to worry about them starting to attack with the 4/4 creature there. And I can now play my 3 power flyer. Let's see if they have something more. They have another preserver there. I think now it's time to let them attack. Oh man, I drew all of this stuff, but yep, let's just play the specialist first before I start using my removal spells. I do hope that they don't have like the if they would have the black discard 2 cards, that would be an insane thing to, you know, sideboard in. But I guess it's something that could happen. One opponent had it, but of course it wasn't this one. It was much earlier in the event. So now if they have a Master's Rebuke, they can of course use it, but I wanted to play my specialist. Okay, Hot Spring is dangerous, but at least they are tapped out for now, so I have a safe Twisted Embrace here. Not exactly sure if I should be... which one should I be? I think I should make the Gravelighter grow. The thing is that I might draw some ninjas, and I might want to, you know, return the Gravelighter and so. But then again, if they have a removal spell, I'd rather have 2 3 power flyers than only 1 2 power. I mean, then they kill the 4/5, and I will be left with a 2/2. I'd rather have a 3/3 if they have a kill spell. So another thing to think about is if I should play the land. I have a Modern Age, for example, but then again, if I draw a land on the next, but this will make the ink cheaper. So if I draw a 7th land on the next turn, I can play another Twisted Embrace and the ink. So I should play my land now. But yeah, this thing makes all the guys haste, so this is actually a dangerous thing now, because I don't have my instant speed kill spell. But they're not gonna deal 14 now. But let's see if they have like the 6/5 now. Of course I have a 2-turn clock myself. They have a greater Tanuki, so I go now to 7. So if they have another... Alright, this is gonna be awkward if they have another Tanuki. Unless I draw the land now. And I did. Look at this. Amazing. Because now I can kill whatever creature they're gonna have there. That was sweet. Now imagine if I didn't play the land on the prior turn. I wouldn't have now this 3 mana up. So now I just hope they have a greater Tanuki suddenly here. Also, they need 2 removal spells. Both these will be lethal. I guess they don't have anything, at least not a winning card, because they haven't played anything. It would be quite obvious that they are just gonna play a 6 power creature if they had one available. well, there are not that many in the format, of course, so they could have 2 of these in the deck, of course, but apparently they don't have one in their hand. So I think I'll pause for now. Okay, so they have a Bamboo Grove Archer there. Yes, that can block one of my guys. And then... okay, they get life when they return the Hot Spring, but now they will gain only 3, so this is now lethal because they are tapped out. So I can do the kill on the reach guy and I deal 7 in the air. Alright. So that was another recorded, and I have played, this was my 4th sealed event. The first one, which I didn't record, I didn't even start recording, I couldn't actually record due to the circumstances. And the 3 ones that I played after that, which I did record everything, happened to be 4 winners. That's actually funny. The first one was 0 wins, 2 losses. So it's kind of funny how it went for these ones that I'm able to put to the channel. I guess I could see what else there's to say. I mean, it was pretty obvious when I had the double grave lighter, all these removal from black, that black was my main color and blue was a very good support color here. I got some ninja action here. Could have drawn this thing a couple of more times, but I mean, I won 4 matches, so that's enough. I guess the event is quite long enough. There's nothing else to say about the deck that I haven't already said. It was a very sweet card pool, and the deck was capable of doing the max win count in the event here. So this was my final sealed deck event before the Arena Open Day 1, which will be coming to my channel, of course. I will be playing. I will be playing multiple attempts on the day 1. I will be recording at least a few of them, but if it takes like 3 hours, I might just stop recording them and then continue playing them without recording, because I do want to get to day 2, but it takes a lot more time to play the events when I record them, so I will just, to save time, maybe start playing them, rest of them, without recording, unless I happen to get the day 2 invite in my, let's say, first 3 or so attempts. But this was the video for now. Next one will be a Premier Draft. I will see you then. Thank you for watching and bye bye.